guys? Welcome back to another video. On this video, I will be heading to the Diddy trial, but on this I want to talk about the likely outcome here because Diddy looked very upset yesterday, so I'm pretty sure his team has already prepared him for the worst. Now, we do know that the jury told the judge that they're completely deadlocked on count one, okay? Completely. But they do have verdicts for counts 2 through 5. Now, I want to explain really quickly what these charges are. Count 1 is the RICO. Count 2 is sex trafficking on Cassie. Count 3 is the Mann Act on Cassie. Count 4 is sex trafficking on Jane Doe. Count 5 is the Mann Act on Jane Doe. So we do know we have some X's, unknowns, and we have some knowns. The X's are we don't know what they're going to do with count 1. The knowns are 2 through 5. They have a verdict, a full verdict. Now, I was listening to Harvey Levin from TMZ. He's friends with Mark Garrigo, so he knows a little bit more than the average person. He believes that because yesterday they had a specific question. This is why they were upset. They had a specific question yesterday. What happened after Cannes? What happened after their trip to Cannes? Well, what happened was Cassie told a story that Diddy was showing her freak-off videos on the plane. And he kept showing them over and over again throughout the whole plane ride. He was showing her that video, and he said that they need to have a freak-off when they get back. So, hey, good morning. How you doing? So, she told that story. I had to go back to my notes for a minute to find out what happened after the Cannes incident. So I had to go back. Luckily, I took notes because I'm like, what happened after the Cannes incident? I didn't know while I was out there yesterday because they had a specific question. So they may find him guilty on the S trafficking and the Mann Act on Cassie. Now, we know that the S trafficking carries a minimum of 15 years. The judge cannot go below that minimum. The Mann Act carries up to 10 years, 0 to 10 years. Okay, now as far as the counts for Jane, let's just say they find him not guilty on Jane. He still carries a significant jail sentence because, like I said, the judge cannot go below 15 years no matter what. There are scenarios where the judge can go under 15 years, and that means if Diddy decides to cooperate with the government, if he decides to cooperate with the United States. Now, the sentencing will not be today. They're going to come back and they're going to schedule a sentencing hearing. At that time, the victims could come in and give victim impact statements, and they can argue mitigating circumstances on why he should be sentenced on the low end. When I say the low end, I'm talking about the Mann Act. So they will schedule a sentencing hearing to argue mitigating circumstances on that. So that's what's going to happen there. But he, they know the likely outcome. That's why he was looking upset yesterday, guys. I stress this. He was looking very upset yesterday. When I found out that they passed a note, I was in the car and I made my way to the courthouse. By the time I got in the courthouse, the press was already there. The overflow room was very packed. So I had to squeeze in the front. I usually don't sit in the front. So I sat in the front. They had him zoomed in. The camera was zoomed in on Diddy. So I saw him very clearly. And when I tell you, he looked very upset. He did not look like he normally looked. He looked very concerned. So he knows that it carries a significant jail time. So here's the deal. If he is found guilty on counts 2 and 3 and not guilty on counts 3 and 4, that's a minimum of 30. That he's facing 30 years because the Mann Act is 0 to 10 years. S trafficking is a minimum of 15 years, but the judge can go beyond the 15 years as well. Now, I don't think he is. So let's say if he is sentenced to, let's say, 17 years. He already have a year credit time served, so he's looking at, I'm just talking about count 2. He's looking at 15 years. So already time served. That's 14 years. He looked like he'll be eligible for parole in about 12, 11 or 12. It just depends. Now, here's another outcome. I know he don't have this in his mind right now. The president of the United States does have this case. He is watching. I'm sure he is. And I'm sure this case is with the pardon czar. We know that Trump hired a pardon czar. He pardoned her and then hired her as his pardon czar. I'm pretty sure they are monitoring this situation. Now, Trump did say if he felt like the Justice Department, if he felt like they're weaponizing this, he may intervene. Now, he did say that him and Diddy used to like him until he got into politics. That's not good for him to say that. So that's why Diddy doesn't have that pardon. He's not thinking about a pardon. He's not. He's too upset. He's not thinking about it. So that means that they may not have reached the pardon czar or the president of the United States. But he can at any time today intervene if that verdict comes in. So we'll have to wait and see. I will be down there at some point this morning. Actually, I'm about to leave in a second because they're probably already starting to deliberate now. Now, here's the situation as well. Maureen Comey, she wants the judge to give him the Allen charge. Now, the Allen charge, from my understanding, I don't think that was read yesterday. Now, the Allen charge, just in layman's terms, is just the judge will tell the jury to go back and reconsider on count one to try to come up with a verdict. It's not putting pressure on them, though. I know a lot of people saying that's putting pressure on them. It's not. It's just telling them to reconsider before they come back and say they're deadlocked. So what'll happen is he'll give them the at some point this morning. They'll come back and say we can't come up with a verdict. He may issue that Allen charge. They'll go back. At any time, they could send a note. It could be 1 or 2 minutes. They could send a note, say, Judge, we completely deadlocked on count one. Okay, then he'll say fine. Because after he read the Allen charge, he has to accept it. Okay, fine. Come on in and give us the verdict. So that could happen before I get there. So just to let you know, before I get there, that verdict can be rendered between now and 10 a.m. They could come back with the verdict because they already said yesterday we do have a complete verdict for counts 2 through 5. So that is the likely scenario this morning. I'm already, I'm not going to be surprised now. It's going to, more than likely, they're going to find him guilty on counts 2 and 3. The reason why people are saying that, it could be they can find him not guilty on 2 through 5. We don't know. But the reason why people are saying he's going to be found guilty on something is because they had a specific question. They said what happened after the Khan incident. They wanted to revisit that again because she told a story that he was showing her the video over and over again. So that means they find Cassie credible on that, right? If they do, they're going to find him guilty on those counts. It's real easy. That's why I don't like the Mann Act. It's real easy to find him guilty on the Mann Act. It's real easy to find a lot of people guilty on the Mann Act. A lot of people. If I was the judge, I wouldn't even give him no time on the Mann Act and then just say the minimum is 15. So in my mind, he's looking at 15. And if he is found guilty, if he sentence him, he probably will run those charges concurrently, meaning that he would just have to serve that count one and then eligible for parole. Because he doesn't have any past priors within the past 10 years. Tensions are high out there, so I think they pretty much have an idea what the likely outcome will be at this point now. They have to know already. He has to know. Somebody may have, look, this is what's going to happen. But now what he has to have the mind frame is, if I was his family, I would stay in New York City after the verdict. I would not go back to California. I would stay, and they will have to one by one go visit him to make sure he's in the right frame of mind, because he is facing a lot of time and he's 55 years old. If he has to do that complete 15, I mean, come on. He's looking at 70 years old. His youthful years will be over at that point. He's going to spend the last of his youth. I would say youthful because, 55 for me is not old. especially if you take care of yourself. But he is going there. He's facing at least getting out at 67 to 69 years old. That's a lot of time at his age. This is not like he's in his 20s facing a RICO, which you still, you can get out in your 30s and be really good. But at this point, it's not the case. So, and then he's looking at the appellate. And like I said, he has two good attorneys for the appellate. But Brian Steele and Alexandra Shapiro are really good in the appellate division. I would recommend him to hire Jose Baez for the appellate as well. And also Ronald Sullivan, because they're partners. And Ronald Sullivan was there at some point. I did see him standing outside the courthouse. So if I was him, I would hire on Jose Baez and Ronald Sullivan for sure. Because I'm telling you right now, at some point, he's getting Tory Lanez home. I'm telling y'all that. And I know people are like, no, he's not getting them home. Jose Baez is one hell of a lawyer, and he has also Ronald Sullivan. If you know Ronald Sullivan, if you know, he was the head of Harvard Law School. He's one of the best constitutional lawyers out there. He's one of the best. They have a lot out there. Alexander Shapiro is really great as well in the appellate division. Everybody knows this. He has also other lawyers as well. They have a lot of respect in the New York City area, and they're not going to be embarrassed by nobody. So he does have action in the appeals. He has to know that. He has that, but he doesn't. He wants to get out. He don't want to hear that. He wants a not guilty verdict all the way down. But I will say this: there's a possibility that they found him not guilty from counts 2 through 5. But I was watching him very closely when he was looking at the jury. I don't think he got any signs from the jury. They may not have been looking at him. So they may not have been. So we'll wait and see. But I'm telling you right now, by the time I get out there, I'm expecting a verdict. I'm not even expecting to be in the courtroom. I'm expecting to drive up, and you guys are telling me that they have a verdict. That's what I'm expecting. Okay? I am currently walking to my car. And like I said, by the time I get in New York City, I expect the verdict. I'm telling you right now, I expect it. Because if they're completely deadlocked on count 1, what's going to change in 24 hours? What's going to change? Nothing. Okay. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. This has been, guys, a couple of my friends, they are sick over this. Because, not over this, but just the energy out there. The energy out there is overwhelming. But you know, my crazy self slept like a baby last night. And I'm not saying I'm built for this craziness. I must be. Because I'm going back at it again. And I'm prepared. Hopefully I can find a park out there somewhere. That's what I'm hoping for. If not, I'm going to have to pay for parking, but hopefully I can find something out there. But I don't know, because when I tell you it's jam-packed with press. Jam-packed. More so than the first day. They have press from all over the world. Al Jazeera on down. They even have Telemundo out there. I've seen them, the Telemundo. So, we're going to see. These cases is not for the faint of heart. I give journalists all the credit because this is nothing for, well, even the journalists out there was saying this is bad energy. Guys, when they announced they had a verdict yesterday, I'm not kidding you, it started raining. It turned dark and it started raining. This is like a movie. It's crazy. It's insane. How the energy out there is insane. I'm just telling y'all that it's literally insane out there. So let me see. I do have my gimbal. I may have to use that. I may not even use my, because trust me, that verdict is coming back today, because they're thinking about the holiday, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to be sticking around for July 3rd. They're going to tell the judge, listen, judge, we tried our best. We do not have a verdict, judge. We do not. We cannot come up with a verdict for count 1, which is interesting. You know, they have those shirts saying a Frico is not a Rico, and I guess the jury agrees with that. However, they may have a verdict for count 1. They may have a verdict. So that's what it's looking like right now, folks. And so, yeah, I expect to have a verdict as soon as I get there. As soon as I don't even have to go inside. I expect it to be a verdict. I expect them to keep the courtrooms open too. And if I happen to get in and they're still working, I'll go inside and just let y'all know that as well. But I mean, we'll see. That's the only thing we'll do. We'll see. And I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm looking. The family is coming in now. I'm looking at it. The family that I just looked at, the family is on their way. Like I told y'all, I expect to have a verdict in a minute. And I will be out there for a little bit of the situation. Okay, I need to take this pen out of my pocket because I don't want this thing to explode. And that's just going to be a bad situation. Y'all can hear me, press 1. And I'm getting ready to get this show on the road. I'm getting ready to get this show on the road. Okay. All right. I appreciate you guys for vibing out with me. You guys have been a complete vibe throughout the whole situation. And I'm not going to lie to you. You guys, you know, vibing with me, that brought me through. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is crazy. It ain't. I mean, listen. It was somebody I know out there. They was live streaming, just to let you know how crazy it is out there. This guy was live streaming, and this was in the back of the area where nobody really be at, where Tisa be at, but she wasn't there. He was just sitting there. A guy came up to him with a full mask on. Was like, Diddy is not guilty, you feel me? And he started cussing and everything. He had a car waiting for him. He was a full mask on. All you could see, you could barely see his eyes. A full mask on. Why is a person with a mask on walking, just like creeping around? And the car is heavily tinted and everything else. And you could tell the look on his face, the content creator face, is like, uh-oh, a full mask on. I said to myself, that's a crash out, dude. You know what I say when I say a crash out person, a straight up crash out. A friend of mine said, what do you mean, Max? What is a crash out? You know what I mean, crash out. I'm not expecting that today. I hope that don't happen, because there's a lot of, like today, when the verdict comes out, there's going to be a heavy law enforcement presence. And what they're going to do is, guys, when that verdict is read, their law enforcement is going to be surrounding Diddy. And the crazy thing is, his family got to be prepared for it, because once that verdict is rendered, they're going to put the cuffs on him. That's how it works. And the judge's going to, you know, but we'll see. It might be guilty. I mean, not guilty from 2 to 5. I don't know. They might surprise us. But he has to be expecting the worst. He has to be now. So I'm navigating here and heading on to this traffic, because I know I'm getting ready to enjoy traffic. I shouldn't. It's like almost 9:30. I shouldn't. I should be getting the tail end of the traffic. But crazy, folks. It's insane. I'm telling you, the energy out there is not right. And when you got guys popping up with full mask on where you can't see their face, that ain't right. That ain't right. But I think they might have been out there just to scare the vloggers. But the vloggers are still doing their thing. I give them that. And there's a guy out there for Tisa. She needs to be careful. There's a vlogger. I couldn't believe he wrote this about her. He wrote that she had a VIP seat throughout the whole trial, and he was trying to say the court gave it to her. And I want to say to him, if I see him, I want to ask him, how do you know that? Because that's insinuating a lot of things. And I want to tell him, I say, bro, listen to me, yo, it's dangerous out here. I wouldn't have wrote that. I wouldn't have wrote that. I want to tell him, I said, bro, that's a sister at the end of the day, man. That's a sister at the end of the day. I'm old school. Like, if I see something in danger, I'm going to intervene. I'm going to try to. So, I mean, you putting us all, like, at risk by saying that. I'm trying to tell you, got crash out dummies out there. So, I don't think he know that. I don't think he knows that. You have to have grown up in danger to know what a crash out dummy is and know what they look like. I don't think he knows this. I don't think he's from that environment. It's an older gentleman too that said that. And I'm gonna tell him when I see him, I'm like, yo, let me have a conversation with you really quickly. Bro, do you realize how serious it is out here? Yes or no? He can, like, if he say, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm like, listen, man, you insinuated that she had a VIP. The court gave it to her. That's not true. I don't think they did. And why would you say that? I said, bro, there's crash out dummies all around here. And I guarantee you he's not going to know what I'm talking about. He's not going to know. So there's already people out there mad and saying that, oh, you guys are vlogging on a brother, making money off a brother. Listen, the average person out there only making sneaker money off this. There's only a few vloggers that's making some real money off this. You know what I'm saying? I said, these people are not going to tell the difference between the two. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, sir? They're not going to be able to tell. So, yeah. So it's crazy out there. I just want to tell y'all that it's really that crazy. And after this trial is over, I'm going to tell you some things what I witnessed. I'm going to tell you. I can't tell you now because I'm still boots on the ground. So I can't tell you right now. But I'm telling you guys, and yeah, every content creator has been respecting each other. And it should end on a good note. He shouldn't have said that about her. Regardless if I like her content or not, I'm not going to put her in harm's way. That's a sister at the end of the day now. Make no mistakes about it. So we all got to get out there, get away from there safely. And I'm going to tell you something. With these crash out people, they don't care if you have bodyguards. They don't care. There's people out here that don't have nothing to live for, and they trying to make a name for themselves just to have a name in the paper. It's like that. But hopefully, like I said, I stay prayed up, and I hope nothing like that happens. But I'm always prepared for the worst. I'm always thinking the worst, just so I know how to get up out of there. I'm always looking at exits and stuff like that. And so that's what I want to say right there. And it's not me. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being ready. That's it. It's about being ready. Ain't nobody out there bulletproof now.
Caution, toll booth.
Just like those people coming out there playing music, that's not for no reason. They trying to demonetize you. But all you got to do is hit the mute. That's all you got to do and move away. They know what they're doing. I'm not saying he had anything to do with it, but let me tell you something. He might not have nothing to do with it. You know why? People just want to make a name just to say they helped them. That's one of the definitions of a crash out dummy. You have to have grown up in that environment to know what a crash out dummy looks like. And by golly, I know what they look like. I sure do. I know what they look like and what they smell like. I sure do. And it's not normal to be rolling somewhere with a full mask on. It ain't normal. Now, they might just be doing it just for theatrics, but I don't look at it that way. I take a note and everything. I take that as a situation. I could see you having the vid mask on. I could see that. But a full it wasn't even a shiesty mask. You know how they call it the shiesty? It wasn't even that. It was a straight ninja mask. That's what it was. But you could not see the eyes. You could barely see his eyes. Barely see it. I said, no, man, that's some putting in work. Crash out dummy mask. Only thing he was missing was the gloves. It's the only thing he was missing. For sure. Lord have mercy, that bridge looks like it's about to fall apart. I had to redo it because I lost connection. Sorry guys, I lost connection. I hit a dead zone. That's why y'all couldn't hear me. But eventually I'll go back live when I go out there. I'll go back live when I go out there. But I'm about to hit a dead zone again. I'm actually taking another route to the courthouse. I'm not taking the Lincoln. I'm actually going another way. And this way is always problematic when it comes to reception. Also, if you have any ideas for me or something you would like to see, let me know. You can also hit me up on Instagram. All that is in the description. If you have any ideas for me, let me know. I will take consideration all those ideas and act on them. If you need to see something else, you need me to go by the MDC, let me know. I do plan to go by there at some point. It ain't but over the bridge. I just gotta find parking. You know how I am with this parking. I went to Brooklyn 2 days ago. Yeah, I was over there in Brooklyn 2 days ago for a hot second. This guy told me he paying $8,000 for rent. $8,000 a month, yo. Craziness. $8,000. That ain't nothing in New York City. You feel me? If I'm paying $8,000 for rent, I better not see one rat. I better not. I would say to him, like, listen, but you know that ain't, none of it is like, it's always got, everybody got rats. It's crazy. Better not see. New York really had a bad problem back in the day. We used to have those what you call cellars that you throw the trash in, and it used to connect it. I mean, accumulate in the bottom of the building. That didn't help the rat problem at all. I'm what you call the real journalist. I'm real. When I tell you, damn, am I still alive? I'm still alive, right? Yeah, it's something going on, yo. YouTube is on it. They on it, yo. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody hear me? Press 1. They on it. Something big about to happen. They are restricting people, yo. They are. I'm getting restricted. You can see it. You can see it in real time. I'm getting restricted. Oh yes, they are on it. They on it, yo. But watch me go live outside the car. I'm gonna go there in a minute. I'm almost in New York City. I'm sitting up here stuck in Jersey still. I'm about to click at a ticket sign. Click at a ticket. Oh, they got another rule out here, guys. You cannot touch your phone while driving. I understand that. I don't think people should be touching their phone. I have my phone on a stand, so I don't have to touch my phone. I can just give commands. Exit. I can do a command with you know, I can't say her name, but I can tell her to exit the program and start up the program again. I don't have to do anything. But I'm telling you guys, it's the energy is crazy. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. As soon as I get in New York City trying to find a park, that verdict is coming. Just telling y'all that. They don't have 42 minutes already. 42 minutes. That's enough time to tell the judge we ain't got nothing on count 1. 42 minutes. I will be covering, I thought I was going to cover the Brian Kohlberger case, but Brian took a deal, yo. Brian said, ain't no way in the hell I'm going to trial, and they caught me dead to rights. That's what Brian did, yo. He said, y'all caught me dead to rights. Ain't no way I'm going to trial with this. And he saved himself the ultimate penalty, the D penalty, you know what I mean? You know, the unaliving penalty. He saved himself. The unaliving penalty, because they caught him. They had his DNA on the sheath of the knife sheath of the unaliving scene. So he got caught dead to rights. So I'm not going to follow that trial. But guess what? We have another trial out here called Rex Heuermann, aka the Gilgo Beach serial killer, alleged serial killer. Okay, so I will be boots on the ground for that, but they're trying to decide if they're going to have all the victims in one trial, like all the murder cases in one trial, or they're going to try him separately for each murder case. That's what they're trying to decide now. So we're going to see either late 2025 or 2026. Luigi, 2026. So next year, you know, I'm going to be out here boots on the ground for Luigi. If he don't take a deal, he might take a deal as well, so we'll see. If there's any other interesting cases, because I'm going to get a press pass. Make no mistakes about it. I'm going to get a press pass. It's easy to get. And I'm going to have me an official press pass. So if anything going on in the tri-state or New York area, I'm going to have a press pass for sure. I'm thinking about getting a press pass for the White House. Because, you know, I don't know if y'all know, I have a White House channel. I sure do. I got a White House channel, man. Covering everything going on domestically, I mean internationally and domestically. So I'm thinking about, it's easy to get a press pass for the White House. I just have to go through some things. Obviously, I don't have nothing on my record, but yes, they're gonna have to do a background check. And then, because Trump opened it up for YouTubers and TikTokers, he sure did. He opened it up. So we in the building. And I ain't that far from DC. If I go back to VA, I'm just right there. So I'm thinking about it. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, this live is getting ready to go out again because I'm in the dead zone again. I also want to give a shout out to the guards that's inside the federal courthouse. They've been nothing but cool throughout the whole process. They've been awesome throughout the whole process. None of this stuff bothers them. They're used to this right here, you know. So they cool under pressure. This ain't pressure for them. So shout out to them. They did an awesome job managing everything. However, I wanted to get inside. I wish I could have got inside the courtroom, the main courtroom, but it's just too much politics going on, and I don't want to be involved in it. There's a lot of ditching going on in line. There's a lot of people that, you know, I don't want to speak on it right now, but I will speak on it later because I witnessed some things. But, you know, I understand people want to get in there. They feel entitled. They say, look, you take your little YouTuber somewhere else, man. We're real journalists over here. I feel them. I feel why they think that. I feel it. I'm on something else. I'm getting ready to start another project. I got some contacts out here that I'm working on, so that's going to be in the future. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on. All right, so this is what because if I can't find a park, I'm gonna have to pay. So yesterday I got lucky. I got out there mad late and found a park. Actually, I made a park, but we'll see. Yeah, what's this right here? I don't know what that was. It's like, let me see. Something going on right here. Oh, that must be a funeral. Oh, it's a funeral. Okay. Let me take my hat off. Oh, man. But this has been an experience I would never forget. This is my first time being boots on the ground at a federal trial. This is not my first time being boots on the ground at a trial, though. I went to plenty of trials out in VA, but I wish I should have vlogged on it. Back when I was in college, you know, I had dreams of putting Esquire in my name, but brother couldn't afford it. But I found out some information though out there. They said, bro, you know, you go to law school for free. I said, what? They said NYU, bro, for adults you can go for free. I said, get out of here, bro. He said they have a program that you can go for free. So I'm gonna look into that one. I will be going back to school if that's the case. But I don't know, man. I like doing what I'm doing now. I don't know. But that'll give me a little bit of credibility, you know, talking about this legal stuff. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I had an older cousin, my mother's first cousin. He went back to law school in his mid-60s. He did. He went to Columbia Law School out here in the city. Is he doing anything with the law right now? Nope. No, he's not. He passed the bar and everything. He's not doing not a thing with law. Not a thing. He's a conspiracy theorist. He is. But he might not be. A lot of this stuff is, these conspiracy turn out to be true, some of them. He told me, he said, if you pursue law, you sure you want to do that? He said, because now you're putting your name in the hat. And it's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to be privy to that you're not going to like. He said all that stuff, another friend of mine told me all that stuff he learned in law school went out the door. Some of these deals be getting made on the golf course. For sure. On the golf course. I know how to play golf though. I sure do. Am I any good? Nah, I don't know about all that. I'm not exactly T. Woods. You know what I mean? Oh man. I used to play golf with these with my Q brothers. The Q brothers and the Alpha brothers. I used to play golf with them. I made a connection with them. And two of them are attorneys. And I used to love talking to law with them. That's back in Virginia. They were telling me, man, you get through law school with no problem. But I was looking at them law school prices out there. I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. I'm already in a situation. No thank you, man. Friend of mine is a judge and she is on point. Any question I have, I go to her. She the one told me I need to tighten up. She said, I think it's time for you to tighten up. You need to tighten up a little bit. She said, but I like your candor and your delivery. But she said, if you're trying to put your name out there and go back and get your credentials, you gotta, you gotta be careful. All right, I'm going in this tunnel here. And it's probably gonna end. This live chat probably about to end because I'm sitting up here in gridlock traffic in the damn tunnel. And I do not like that. I do not like being in traffic in the tunnel. No, I do not. No, I don't. But this thing has been one hell of a movie, folks. It's been one hell of a movie. It's crazy. I feel like I'm an extra in a movie. So, at this point, I'm more than likely gonna end this because I'm sitting up here going 8 miles per hour in bumper to bumper traffic in the tunnel. And that is not good. This makes you think what's really important in life. It ain't money. What's important is your experiences and having some type of peace of mind in the chaos. This thing is chaotic out here. It's chaotic. I always said I would live in the city, but I've been in VA too long. I don't know. Definitely don't. I have to rethink that now. A lot of people I know that's up here, they're moving south actually, because they realize the south is not even that bad. It's not bad at all. It's not what you think it is. A lot of people from, I see Jersey plates and New York plates, Connecticut, all throughout there, man, all throughout the South. A lot of people are working from home. So yeah. Okay, let's see. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this morning, top of the morning. Good morning. Let me tell you something. It's a park right across the street from the federal courthouse, and that bathroom, that public bathroom at that park, is something. I got a story for that one. That bathroom is pretty much, you go in that bathroom at your own risk. You're risking it. My friend she said, you need a napkin, a wet napkin. I said, I sure do. She gave me one. So I thought I was gonna have to go back to the car and get my hand sanitizer because it was crazy. You would think we would have the infrastructure as Japan. You would think so, where everything is nice. It's not, man. But yeah, guys, this trial has been everything I thought it was going to be. Like a movie. It sure is. And like I said, for Diddy, you know, he's expecting the worst. He slept on. He probably didn't get no sleep last night. Shout out to his children, because they held him down. They did. They going through it with him. That's one thing. When you get in situations like this, your family goes through it with you. It's not a good thing. I done been through a situation where my loved one got sentenced. I was a kid when that happened, but it's not good. And I've been there when he got out. Broadway State Prison. They don't call it that no more. They call it something else. That's where the original Scared Straight was at. I'll never forget that, the way it smelled in there. Never forget it. And guys, I am still in the tunnel, if you believe that. I'm still in the tunnel. Sure is. Sure am. I'm noticing stuff about this tunnel that I've never noticed before. That's how crazy this is. That's how slow I'm going. I'm noticing all the imperfections. I'm noticing it all the imperfections. Okay, I'm getting out the tunnel now. Getting out the tunnel. Okay. I am officially right now back in daylight. Oh boy, it's not good, Howard. I'm gonna tell you though, it's not as hot out here though. It's nice out here. I just hope the rain holds up. It's nice out here right now. Nice breeze and everything. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. A nice breeze. I can appreciate this breeze. I can't appreciate this. I can't appreciate this CRV though. He don't know what he's doing. He gonna have to change his vibration. All right. I'm almost at the scene right now. I'm almost at the scene now. As soon as you get out the tunnel, you know the courthouse ain't that far away. It's not that far away at all. Yeah, the jury is deliberating, but by the time I find a park, they should be ready to go. That's what I'm anticipating. Hopefully they got the courtroom open. I'm gonna go sit in the courtroom. So if I don't go live right away, you know I'm in the courtroom because they take your phone. I can't have my phone. Shout out to Gina. She said something yesterday. You know, she used to deal with Diddy. This woman had a multi-$1,000 purse. She had the purse with the Bitcoins on it. I don't know. Somebody, homegirl told me about it. She said that thing costs a lot of money. She well taken care of. She said Diddy didn't do nothing to her. Would probably sit up there and bless her. Sitting up there, that multi-$1,000 purse on, chilling. Shout out to her, man. See, I don't know I'm like this. I can go down to the spot and get the same purse for a little bit of nothing. It looked the same. That's the type of time. Uh-oh. Go ahead before we sit up here and have a damn accident. See, that's what type of time I'm on because it's all made in China. I don't care what nobody say. China is already told us what happened. And they stamp it as soon as they get to France or Italy. So I can go get the same bag from the spot. As a matter of fact, while I'm out here, I might do that. Might get me a little wallet, something like that. I'm going to go down to the spot, talk to my African buddies, and they'll point me in the right direction. All I gotta do is give them a little something to change their vibration, and they'll take me up to the spot. I said, I need a wallet, yo. But what kind of I need a Louis Vuitton wallet, man. AAA quality. You have to let them know. You gotta know what kind of quality. AAA, baby. Yeah, and I go right up there and get it. Y'all be like, damn, Max got a Louis Vuitton wallet. He coming up on everybody. No, I'm not. I just know. I know what time it is. I'm about 0.3 miles away from the action, and I'm sitting in traffic. .3 miles away, Howard. You said the verdict is in? I told you. I told you the verdict is in. You said the verdict on all 5 counts? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell you? I'm not clairvoyant. How do you say it, guys? Is it clairvoyant or clairvoyant? How do you pronounce it? I can't even pronounce it. Clairvoyant. I'm not clairvoyant. I told you the verdict was going to come in while I'm sitting up in the mobile command center. I might as well stay outside. Yo. I told you, Steven. Steven said, nah, man. Howard said, be patient, man. No, I ain't got to be patient. I'm not clairvoyant. I'm not clairvoyant, though. I'm just, if I was clairvoyant, I'd be finding out them damn lottery numbers. That's what I'll tell you. But I'm not clairvoyant. But I'm telling you, as soon as I park up, the verdict is going to be on and I'm going to miss it. Told you. All 5 counts. Lord have mercy. They getting ready to sit up. And you, hey guys, let me know the verdict in here, okay? You guys let me know. Let me know the verdict when y'all get it. I told you we all in it together. I told y'all that. I'm not doing this alone. You guys gonna tell me what the verdict is while I'm in the car. Guys, it's packed out here. Police everywhere. Holy crap. Guys, it's police all over the place. Ready for the sauce. You would think the president is out here, man. All right, guys, it is now on the president of the United States. It is now on the president. Now all eyes on the White House. Can he give him a pardon or not? Okay, yeah, give it to me as the verdict being read, man. Hey, when did they say the verdict is going to be read, guys? It usually is an hour. But the lawyers are there already. The family is there and the lawyers, they should have the verdict now. They don't have to wait an hour. So let me know. Guys, when I tell you it's packed out there, I don't even know how I'm going to get through the street. It's really packed. There's courts, there's state police everywhere. They on every corner. They not playing. The sauce is out here. Ready for the sauce. And if this person, okay, hold on. Is that cop? If the cop go, I can go. Okay, cool. Hey, somebody just waved at me. I don't know who it is. Somebody just waved at me. Guys, it is crazy out here, bro. Craziness. I never seen this much action even on day one. Never seen this. Yo, the guy that was doing all that yelling, he was the one that just waved at me. You remember the guy? I have footage of him. He blessed me with some content. He said, "Yo, you got your camera out?" I said, "Yeah." He started yelling in my camera. He gave me some footage. I said, "Yo, can you hook me up?" There was a dude that was out there yelling yesterday. He was like, "Yo, you ready? Are you recording?" I said, "Yeah, I'm recording now." And then he went off. He went off, yo. And he pacing right now in the street. He's pacing back and forth. But he gave me some, I'm gonna let y'all see it later. He gave me some content. Yeah, man, he was going the hell off. He was going off yesterday. And he gave me that. And then he was like, "Yo, you got enough?" He kind of looked at me, "You got enough?" I said, "Yeah." He's all right, cool. And he went yelling back in the front of the courtroom. Because I kind of singled him over. I said, "Yo, can you do something in front of my camera?" He said, "Yeah, I got you." And he went straight, he went ballistic. You would have thought I triggered him. He went ballistic. All my people out there. I'm in front of the courthouse now. Yeah, they waiting for the family to come out. Yo, they read the verdict already, didn't they? Because they waiting for the family to come out. Guys, it is something going on now because they're waiting for what do you call it? They're getting ready to, because they have people going in. Can I get a park over here? Let me see. Is there any way I can park? Let me see. The answer is no. Uh-uh. Nah, I gotta pay for parking. It ain't no parking. I should have got here early. You said red? Read was what's the last update? They gotta be reading it now. It's 10. I see one of the reporters running now. He parks where I park. He's from Europe. I forget what country. I was vibing with him yesterday. He be parking and he be paying. He's been out here the whole time. He get paid. They pay for his hotel and everything. He get paid to be out here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, to make it easier on myself, I'm not bringing nothing with me. I'm only bringing my phone. And I gotta take my belt off. And I just go right and run right up to the courtroom. Okay, all lawyers, so you guys can tell me the verdict then. I'm gonna miss the verdict. I'm gonna just stay outside. I don't know, Nikki. I don't know about that. It could be. They could say just, okay, the verdict then. I know but are they saying the verdict though? That's my question. Are they saying it? Are they reading? I know the verdict is in. Are they reading it? Because I'm at the corner now. Yeah, the verdict is in. The full verdict, guys. They got a full verdict. I see the Sprinter van. It's parked over here. I see it. You can't hear me? Guys, all 5 counts. Bruh. What are they blowing at? I'm at a red light. What you blowing at? I'm at a red light here. I mean, if I could... Oh, I see why they blowing. The guy is holding up the area. He's holding up he's holding up the center. Okay. Now, if this person... Shout out to the guard. Let me through. Yeah, the attorney's got to be present, but they should be in the building, though. Because if Diddy's in court, that means his attorneys are there. His attorney should be there. Unless they waiting for one of the prosecutors. And I'm going to tell you, with this traffic, if they're getting an Uber over here, they're going to have to wait a minute. Because it's traffic all over the place. It's police everywhere. I'm sitting up here enjoying Chinatown. Waiting for Howard. Okay, the jury walking in. The jury walking in, guys. We about to get the verdict as I'm parking. I told y'all that was going to happen. I told you. And it's about to be a full accident. Go ahead, dude, if you're going. The jury walking in, bro. Jury walking in. We about to get the verdict. And I'm sitting up here. I'm about to park up in a second. Give me a second, guy. I'm about to park up. But I ain't even really, at this point, I'm not even rushing to the courthouse, because I already know what time it is. Ooh, I just got my dip on. I'm sitting up here in the center of Chinatown right now. I'm in the center. I'm sitting here in the center. Look at what he said. He guilty as sin. Ain't nothing more guilty than sin. Sin. There go the Sprinter van right there, guys. I see the Sprinter van, the family Sprinter van. It's parked over here where I park at. I see him now. Shout out to the Sprinter. Yup, they right there. He waiting too. All right, let me get my car together, get my hat. I'm only taking my battery pack. That's the only thing I'm taking. I'm taking my battery pack. I can't forget my battery pack. All right, get my keys. I'm taking my battery pack. Will he stop blowing? And I'm at this damn red light. All right, taking my battery pack. I'm taking my wallet, my battery pack. All right, guys, what's the verdict? God, these people walk in your car like they got bumpers on their and they walking slow too. Oh, they reading it now? Guilty. Damn. Hold on, I have to read it in a second. I'm about to second. Give me a second, because I'm parking up. I have to see this.
Yes.
10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I would say 3.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, it might be a little later, but make sure I get everything out. Just taking my battery pack. All right, thanks. Minute. He guilty on counts 3 and 5. He guilty on the Mann Act. He's guilty on the Mann Act. Yeah, he guilty on the Mann Act. So he in good shape. He guilty on the Mann Act. That carries a minimum up to a maximum 20 years. It's gonna be up to the judge on how much he sentenced him to. He guilty on the Mann Act. All right, guys, I'll be back.